Here's a complete breakdown of how much all of my mortgages cost me on my 11 properties. Since November 2019, I've bought 13 properties, most of which we fixed up and rented out, but 2 of them we sold. I want to go through all the numbers on the remaining 11 properties and show you how much they actually cost me every single month, how much you pay in principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. So let's get started. Property 1 is a triplex in New Jersey that cost me $195,000 in November 2019. In 2021, we refinanced this property for $250,000. Our taxes and insurance are $1,012.02 per month. We pay $492.26 in interest every month and $305.83 in principal payments. That makes our total payment $1,810.11. And so if you appreciate transparency like this, hit the subscribe button. Property 2 is a duplex we bought in New Jersey back in May 2020. Initially for $135,000, then in February 2022, we refinanced for $210,000. We pay $547.52 in taxes every month. We pay $497.81 in interest and $254.12 in principal payments. That puts our total monthly payment of $1,299.45 per month. Property 3 is a duplex in New Jersey, just 1 block up from the first property I bought. We got this in June 2020. We bought this property for $151,000, but we refinanced 1 year later for $215,000. Our taxes and insurance are $721.92 per month. Interest is $423.34 a month, and our principal is $263.02. So our total payment is $1,408.28. Now, to buy that second and third property, I took a loan out using my income, partnering with my dad to help us scale and build our portfolio quicker. And if you're new to my channel, the purpose behind me buying properties is to retire my dad, my mom, and my future family, my brothers and sisters' families. So we borrowed $300,000 from their house to buy these properties with cash. So we pay $749.60 in interest on that loan and $592.58 in principal on that mortgage. Now, we don't pay taxes and insurance. My parents pay that, that's their house. But the interest and the mortgage are paid by the rental properties because we have to in order to consider that as a cost in the business. And so this doesn't count in part of the 11, but I wanted to say it here because I think it's important for us to calculate. So our total payment on that is $1,342.18. Now, we refinanced property number 2 and property number 3. We used that money to help us buy properties number 4 and 5. So we bought this triplex in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio for $102,500 in June 2021. And we did that with cash, but we actually just refinanced in November 2024 at the value of $207,000. Our taxes and insurance were $517.42. We pay $951.59 in interest every month, and we pay $120.32 in principal every month. And that gives us a total payment of $1,589.69. Then we bought a duplex in Little Rock, Arkansas for $56,000 in June 2021. And we refinanced it 6 months later at the value of $170,000. Taxes and insurance currently are $410.56. Interest is $402.31, and principal is $206.39 for a total payment of $1,019.26. We then refinanced those 2 properties to help us buy a few more. In July 2022, we bought a triplex in Akron, Ohio for $95,000. Taxes and insurance are $304.61. Interest is $473.42, and principal is $65.81. And that gives us a total payment of $843.84. Then we bought another duplex in Akron, Ohio for $60,000 in 2023. We fixed it up and refinanced at $120,000. Taxes and insurance on this property are $149.82. Interest is $596.58, and principal is $66.15. So our total monthly payment on this property is $812.55. In 2023, we built a property with some land in Florida that I bought a quarter share for $3,500. We took a new construction loan out on this property. Our taxes and insurance were $1,168.22. Interest is $715.78, and principal is $481.04. And so our total monthly payment is $2,365.04. Then in December 2024, we bought another duplex in Akron, Ohio for $80,000 cash. So we have no mortgage on this property, but we pay $166.22 in taxes and insurance on it per month. Now, that was my rental business that I have with my family members, but I have 2 more properties in my flipping business that you guys invested in. We have this duplex we bought in Massachusetts at the end of 2024 for $210,000, and it required $60,000 worth of work. This is a hard money loan, so we only pay interest on this loan. No taxes and insurance are included in this. So our interest payment every month is $1,818.67. Then we have another single family house that we just closed on and we're starting to work now. We bought for $157,000 and hoping to sell it for $280,000. Again, because this is a hard money loan, we're only paying interest on this house, and that's $1,110 per month. So here are the totals across each property, across each area. In taxes and insurance, we're paying $4,998.31. In interest, we're paying $8,231.72. In principal, we're paying $2,355.26, which means at the end of the year, when you multiply that by 12, even if our properties don't go up in value, we add about $28,263.12 in our net worth at the end of the year. And so our total cost per month is $15,419.07, or $185,028.84 per year.